Good morning and welcome to Washington Live, powered by KCTC. I am your host, Tim Elliott, and as usual, I am joined by super producer Nick Steffens. Tippy top of the morning to you, Nick.
Tippy top of the morning back to you.
Hi, laddie. What's going on? Did you had to live without me last week? You got along probably just fine, didn't you?
Well, it was a long week and it was weird not having you. So glad you're back.
Well, whoever was sitting in the chair probably played the birthday game better than me, but otherwise, this is a fun gig. But I'm glad to be back. I'm filling in for Diana. We're just switching days this week. And,
yep.
That works out. I'm fairly flexible, so it's not a big deal.
Hey, you get your Friday back.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do with the extra 45 minutes?
I'll probably just keep working.
At 10 o'clock on a Friday, not much going on.
Actually, yeah, I've got some stuff to do this Friday, so we'll get through that. To my left is nobody, so Nick, is just you and I.
Yeah, but we got some fun stuff
We do have some fun things
to talk about.
You did some little pre-work, and we'll have some fun today. Let's start off with the weather. Nick, it's hot.
Yeah, I'm not really a big fan of it, and the air quality's not good. I can barely breathe.
Oh, are you an allergy guy?
Well, asthma. And then with the wildfires coming up from Canada, it's not been fun.
It just keeps rolling down.
Yep. It has not been fun.
It's so weird that that's affected us so much.
I got friends that live up in Minneapolis, and so they said it's way worse
up there, isn't it? I'm lucky I don't have allergies that I know of, or asthma or anything, but I think this storm up there, this wildfire, I think it's affecting overall weather.
Yeah.
Here.
And then it's just hot, and this is not fun.
It's just hot. 89 degrees, mostly sunny. I don't know if it's going to get much hotter. I thought the weather I saw was...
Well, that's the high for today.
Okay.
89's the high. I think it's still only high 70s, low 80s right now, probably.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be 89 degrees.
77 right now.
Sunny. Okay. So, still warm.
Yeah. For 10 o'clock in the morning.
It's not going to stop me from going to golf, though. I am going to continue to do that.
You can golf in any weather.
Yeah.
The rain or shine sport.
We have some local events, Nick. Thursday Night Live tomorrow.
Yep. And that's Farmers Market, Thursday Night Live, and I forget who's performing, and then municipal band later.
Yeah, Muni band's there. It doesn't say in my who's playing, but I think I've seen it around town.
There's posters.
So
a packed night tomorrow.
It will be very busy. Even though it's warm, people just love the farmers market, and they should. It's really, really a cool event. And then it's fun to listen to the music as well. And then Pizza on the Farm. Have you ever done that?
I want to get them. One, I want to do it, yes, but I also want to get them on this show as well, that farm up there.
It's awesome. I've been up there a couple times, and it's just really casual. And there's games to play for the kids or young kids, adult kids at heart. But if you've never been there, you just kind of pull into this place and you can find it, and you just find a place to park and sit. And
what's the name of the farm for our viewers? Does it have it listed there?
It really doesn't say. Casey at Good. Casey
It's Casey's the farm.
Casey Klein. So
Casey.
That is I think he's a band.
Yeah, Casey. So he's performing.
And he is performing this week, and that will be on the 23rd. But it's just Pizza on the Farm. I don't even know. I don't even remember how I got there.
Is Pizza on the Farm the name of the place? Oh.
Yeah. But you go there, and there's little kind of markers all over the place, and you pick out a spot where you want to be, and then you go up and order the pizza.
Pizza on the Farm, Wellman, Iowa.
Yeah. And then they'll deliver it to you.
Huh.
And they've got ironing boards out that you can take with you to use as tables.
Yeah.
It's just really cool.
You just got to bring a chair and an appetite.
That's it. Good. Yeah. And it's really good pizza. And, they do that brick house stuff. And it is good. And it's a good time. So if you haven't done that, I highly recommend it. You'll see all kinds of friends there, probably. We also have the Wizard of Oz going on this weekend. Yep. This will be the closing weekend of that show. I was out of town last week, as you know, so I missed the opening weekend. But I hope I have time to get there. But I've got a granddaughter playing some softball, so we'll see. We're gonna make an attempt.
And then I think there's also Trek Fest this weekend up in Riverside.
It is Trek Fest.
Are you gonna The trek up there.
I can't do that because I'll be in the Des Moines area on Saturday. So I like being in that because the shrine is there, which I'm involved in, and so there'll be some good parading and a lot of fun, and that's always a well-attended event. And there's also Relay for Life on the 24th. I believe that's Saturday.
Yes.
And there'll be craft and vendors there around the square from 1 to 8. I don't know. That's about. There's still time to register for that if you're a vendor of some kind. But Relay for Life has been going on for a long time.
I was gonna say I remember in elementary school that was still a thing.
Yeah, and all for a good cause. So
yeah, I should have got him on the show. I didn't even realize that was coming up so quickly. June just went by fast. Unfortunately,
it did. I feel like I kind of feel like summer's almost gone.
Yeah, even though it's not, we still got a good month and a half, I guess. 2 months.
But that's kind of depressing. A month and a half.
Well,
it feels like the kids just got out of school.
The national day, I guess we can skip to that, is Sunlight Appreciation Day, because starting today, unfortunately, days are going to get...
Today is the first day of summer, isn't it?
Yeah, days are going to get shorter from here on out.
It's just downhill from now. It's going to start getting dark early.
Until December.
National Daylight Appreciation Day.
Yep. So
well, happy...
Not to do doom and gloom before the police report, but
okay. Police report. 53 total calls yesterday.
Yes, I forget how
the last 24
how it's
hours,
offset. I think
like
it's
that.
Noon. From yeah.
I'm not gonna. I never go through this very much. I'm just start looking at totals. But geez, our police force is busy.
Yeah.
If this is a 24-hour period.
Well, I think it was like 80-some over the weekend. It was people were ornery this weekend.
And then we're getting close to, geez, have you noticed all the fireworks stands everywhere?
Yeah.
They're everywhere.
Well, like it's kind of went down to St. Louis not too long ago, see Jade's family. And it was, when you cross the border, there used to be those big firework places because you couldn't buy them in Iowa.
Right.
And now it's just like ghost town because you can just get them at
Hy-Vee
and Walmart.
That really hurt when we changed that. But
so it's kind of weird.
Good for Iowa, but boy, those tents pop up in a hurry. And then we have the new place that's apparently going to be year-round to be able to buy them.
Huh.
But I haven't been out there yet. But
me neither.
I'll make a point. Some things that are interesting. Somebody, I can just envision this happening. A cell phone was found on in the middle of the 4 lanes out there by.
Sometimes you see like a shoe and you're like, how did that get out there? But especially a smartphone, like how would you think someone would realize? Or how does that?
I can just see
on the
putting
car.
something on your hood.
Yep.
Loading something and just jumping in and going. I can see.
It actually happened to our Anna Marie Ward, our reporter down in Mount Pleasant. She put her phone on the hood of her car and was on 218 before she realized.
So
I didn't even think about that.
If you lost your phone, call the police. They have it. What else fun happened? A tenant called the police and said the landlord is shutting the power off and he's paid the bill.
And then they called back and they couldn't reach him. So maybe because they turned the power off. If it's a landline.
He couldn't charge his phone any longer. So that apparently got nowhere. What else? Somebody was in a store screaming at herself. She was having an argument with herself and anybody else that would listen, apparently, because something wasn't priced right.
Yeah. I can't imagine those countries where you have to barter for things.
It's fun.
It's fun?
Yeah.
I see like, I don't know, those food documentaries on Netflix and they're in Egypt and you got to barter for everything. I could not. Well, it makes me appreciate that. Just go to the store. It's this.
It's nice to know that you just pay the price.
Exactly. But I feel like I would just be a bad barterer.
I don't think I'm good at it. But you can always ask if you're down, in the Caribbean, and the Mexico areas. There's all those places. And I think they expect it. I typically don't. I usually will just pay
whatever they want.
Is. But I might sometimes just say, "Well, would you take this?" And they either do or they don't.
Jay does the Facebook Marketplace, and that's kind of a barter economy there.
Yes.
I just can't. I've been selling things on there. Someone offered me $20 for this, and I'm like, sure, no counter offer. I just want to get it done.
Well, there's that tactic too. This is serious. Caller called in and said his 4-year-old son and his dog is missing.
Yep.
last seen wearing a diaper, short sleeve shirt, running around somewhere. That would just be horrifying as a parent to call in. But thankfully, he called back and said, "Whoop, you found him. He was in the closet."
Which I told you, I bet they got a nice
There was a
butt chewing after the cops left.
There was some very, very serious conversation about that. Very serious. And then somebody thought they should kick in a door, but
Yeah, they kicked in the door and then they didn't even rob. Like, if you're going to kick in my door, at least rob me.
well, yeah, do something. Just don't kick it in and leave.
Yeah.
That's no fun.
Yeah.
So there we go. There's our police at work. Nick, let's take a little break and we'll come back and we'll talk about some other fun stuff.
Federation Bank is a locally owned bank providing award-winning customer service. We believe that we are more than just a federation of banks, but a federation of communities, serving Brighton, Richland, Wellman, and Washington, Iowa. Federation Bank's highly skilled staff is here to make sure you are able to accomplish your personal and professional goals, whatever they may be. Federation Bank, your family bank.
When you aspire to be a dancer, you are both an artist and an athlete. Your strength combines with beauty and grace seamlessly. Your efforts result in enhanced coordination, the ability to cooperate and compromise with others, and the confidence to perform in front of an audience. Not to mention the fun you will have and the lifelong friendships you will develop. We are enrolling now for fall classes, and we would love to see you shine like the star that you are. Join us for Dance and Tumbling at Stairway to the Stars. Please visit our website for online registration.
Hospice isn't a place, it's a type of care that focuses on living. Servicing a 7-county area, the Hospice of Washington County staff of nurses, social work, hospice aides, spiritual and grief support, volunteers, music and massage therapists are able to provide free end-of-life care where the patient lives. We write wills, give consent for organ donation, but rarely is there a plan for what we would want the final phase of our lives. At Hospice of Washington County, we encourage our patients to be in charge of their healthcare decisions while maintaining quality of life.
Family owned and operated by Andy and Sarah Ross, Ross Auto has been your vehicle repair and maintenance headquarters since 1935. We specialize in all makes of cars and light-duty trucks. With our variety of available services, let us help you keep rolling and your vehicle operating efficiently. Services include general auto repair, alignments, brakes, fuel injection, and more. Schedule your appointment today at 319-653-5656. That's 319-653-5656.
This is more of a statement than a joke. R.I.P. Or no. Rest in peace, boiling water. You'll be missed.
Good morning and welcome back to Washington Live, powered by KCTC. I am your host, Tim Elliott. And we have no guest today, but I do have super producer Nick Steffens.
That's a consolation, I guess.
Yeah, it's not all bad. We somehow find something to talk about.
We ended up talking more than if there was a guest.
So I just got back from Savannah,
And I'm
Georgia.
very jealous.
That is a really cool town.
Mm-hmm.
And I wished I would have. I was taking some continuing ed classes, so I was in class really from 8 to 4:30 every day.
Yeah.
And by the time I got out of that, I was kind of tired.
Don't blame you.
Patty got to go with me, and so we would go out to eat, and then it was
Bedtime.
go to bed.
Well, I bet Patty enjoyed.
She
Didn't have to go to the
weather was
classes,
nice.
did she?
She did not.
So
go to
she
class.
had all the time in the world to go explore.
Yeah. So she got to get caught up on whatever she wants to get caught up, and she likes to walk. So, and that's a really walkable city.
Yep.
If you've never been there, I recommend it.
I want to go.
Just enjoyed it. Ate my first Five Guys.
Your first 5.
Yeah.
Did you like it?
I loved it.
I still haven't had it. Everyone talks.
I avoided it because while I was there, I wanted to eat, more local stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I've never had a Five Guys, so the last day there, I went and got a Five Guys, and it was really good. It's kind of like a smash burger.
Yeah, and that's like the peanut oil for the fries and things like that.
Yeah, it must be.
I think that's their claim.
It was good. I recommend it.
Well, you're one of those people that you travel, you want to get the local eats, right? Good.
You bet. I mean, I can eat
James
at
one of those people that's like,
McDonald's
let's go to
Five Guys anywhere.
Exactly.
But since I hadn't eaten there, I thought, this wouldn't hurt.
It counts. Yeah, it counts. There's no Five Guys. I think the closest Five Guys is Des Moines, I think.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that counts as a as a vacation spot.
It was good. It was good, but all the food was good.
Yeah.
So thoroughly enjoyed that. I did not enjoy my plane ride down, Nick.
Why is that?
I was in St. Louis, so I flew in and out of St. Louis. Mm-hmm. My plane came, but they immediately delayed it because there was mechanical problems.
That's not something you like to hear.
Well, but I'd rather not be on the plane and then
true.
have to turn around. So, okay. And then they really delayed it. I ended up being in St. Louis, Patty and I, for 11 hours.
That's too long to be in St.
That
Louis.
was miserable. But I did make it to Atlanta. We finally did get out about 9 o'clock and caught a connecting flight in Atlanta and got down there. Well, that was kind of delayed. Ended up getting at the hotel at 3:15 Monday morning. And had a class at 7 o'clock.
At 8 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah, 8 o'clock up. I had to check in and
yeah.
stuff
So
like
you
that.
took a cat nap
I
in this time.
did not get an overly abundance of sleep. Okay, enough about that.
We got some fun news stories.
And like we were talking earlier,
Yeah.
so this guy in Illinois, he apparently called in after he accidentally shot himself in the leg. You know, those things happen.
Yeah, but this is kind of a unique reason why he shot himself in the leg.
It was. So, yeah, tell us.
Let's see. They found a 62-year-old man with a gunshot wound to one of his legs, applied a tourniquet to the limb because he was losing a significant amount of blood, and they took him to the hospital. The man told the investigators he had a dream that someone was breaking into his home, and during that dream, he retrieved his .357 Magnum revolver, which has some kick to it.
Dirty Harry.
Yep,
stuff.
and shot at who he believed was the intruder. When he fired, he shot himself and apparently woke up from the dream, and the bullet had gone into the side of his leg, which doesn't...
That'll
I
sure
mean, you're
wake you up.
asleep. Yeah.
But what a vivid dream.
Yeah.
I mean, and then why shoot himself is beyond me.
Which is, it's not making sense to me, because if you think you're shooting at the intruder and it goes into your leg, that's quite the difference. So
Yeah.
do you think this was all
Who knows?
something he made up to get out? Well, he didn't get
Yeah,
out
but
of
did
being...
somebody else shoot him? We just don't know. But the poor guy got charged.
Because, let's see, without due knife for the main charge of possession of a firearm without a valid FOID card and reckless discharge of a firearm, both of which were felonies.
Whatever.
Posted bond.
FOID.
Yeah.
Some kind of permit thing
Yeah,
or
must
something.
have to have a permit, and then I guess reckless discharge. Even if you are asleep, that counts as being reckless.
What a dream. But I
Yeah.
kind of feel bad for the guy. I mean, if it happened like he said, I kind
Yeah.
of feel bad that he got charged. But
So do I. Well, maybe the judge or the jury will have some sympathy and
let's hope.
just give him the lesser charge.
It's nice that we can smile about it, and he
How does
didn't
a
shoot himself in the
350
head.
A 357 Magnum's,
It's going to leave a mark.
yeah. So hopefully,
gonna leave a mark.
physically, I hope he's okay.
Yeah. It doesn't go into a lot of detail. and then down in Louisiana,
Which there's a lot of things that happen down in Louisiana.
yeah, I didn't. I just skimmed through this, but somebody was enrolled in a high school in Louisiana that was going to high school as a 17-year-old student. They are
A 28-year-old woman from Honduras.
28. Yeah, from Honduras.
That was her way of I guess, taking English classes.
Yeah, I get it, but they used a fake passport and birth certificate to get her enrolled, and she probably looked the part.
I was going to say, that's what I'm surprised. I mean, at 28 years old to still look 17. Good for her.
Yeah, indeed. Certainly aging well to pull off 17, but I get it. They just didn't know another way to learn English, I suppose.
But the let's see, who's this Champagne guy? Looks like he's someone. Let's see, Sheriff Greg Champagne, which is a great name, by the way. Sheriff Greg Champagne.
Yes.
Said that there were ESL or GED programs.
Yes.
That she didn't have to falsify records.
She could have just
to
done
take
that,
Part
yeah.
of, so
Well, but this is a system or a symptom
yeah.
of our immigration system,
and
perhaps.
inadequate. Well, the thing is that it says 4 days after the school year ended on May 25th. So she got through the whole school year.
She made it through the whole year.
And then it wasn't until 4 days afterwards that they said, through an anonymous tip of a female student said,
Oh, is that what it was?
it says 4 days after the school year ended on May 25th, an internal investigation began after the St. Charles Parish school system received a tip that a female student at Hansville High School, believed to be 17, may actually have been in her mid-20s. And so then the investigation uncovered that she was, in fact, 28.
Well, bless her heart. I hope she learned enough English.
Oh, it looks like this also happened up in New Jersey. A 29-year-old woman attended classes for a 4-day period, so shorter than...
Yeah, it didn't make it a whole year before you got caught. So this is apparently a problem.
A judge in May allowed her to enter a pretrial intervention program. Well,
I
hope she learned a little bit.
Yeah,
Listen, I don't know what the charges are for falsifying government documents these days, but I can't imagine it's a slap on the wrist.
It probably is not, because passports are.
Well, the thing
pretty
you got to
government.
think if it had to be good enough to get through the registration process, the birth certificate and the passport. Mm-hmm. That's impressive in itself. I mean, if she has those skills, it has to take a graphic design skill or something to.
But it all starts with learning English so she can get into the graphic school. Yeah, very good point. Very good point.
So she's got skills. Hopefully she has a future in.
I like the fact that she was ambitious enough to try and learn the language.
Maybe just the next time do the ESL programs at the local community college.
Ask somebody. There's a program out there that you won't have to falsify stuff.
Yep.
And then up in Minnesota, and this happens from time to time, even around here.
It does.
There was a livestock trailer or semi-trailer that was carrying 50 hogs, so they must have been market weight, which is probably about 280 these days.
So 50 times 280, that's a lot of pigs you're hauling.
That's a lot of pig. Well, for whatever happened, it doesn't really go into detail why, but the truck flipped over, and there was pigs running loose.
Well, and that's Little Canada's in the Minneapolis-St. Paul metro area. So imagine you're trying to get to work on time. You're rushing. And all of us, let's see, it looks like it happened at 7:35 a.m.
7:30 in the morning.
So that's during, if you're living in the suburbs, you're trying to get into your job
to town.
In downtown St. Paul.
Yes.
Do you think your boss is going to believe you that 50 hogs were running through the middle of the interstate?
And that would be miserable to collect those. I used to work on a hog farm, and I didn't much care for it, to be honest with you, Nick.
I don't blame you. I think my dad worked on one for a summer too, and I don't think he has fond memories of it.
They have a mind of their own. I tell you, I remember when we took our last load down to Tyson, I got back and I told the farmer I was working for, I said, I am glad that this day has finally come. And he said, why? You didn't like working? I said, I hated every minute of it. He had no idea. I said, well, look, it's my job.
Yeah, I mean, that's good on you for
kind of grin and bear it, but
yeah,
I did not like him.
Was it at least good paying?
Yeah. Look,
for your troubles.
Yeah. I made a decent living and ate good because we always had some.
That's true.
Always had some hog to eat. If one would just die or something, you could butcher it. And,
yeah.
So anyway, 50 hogs running loose. That would have been a job to corral those.
Well, it looks like they got 40 out of 50. Unfortunately, 10 did not make it. So.
Well, that is unfortunate.
But I know we talked about this in the police report about our boys in blue being more than just police officers. There's got to be herdsmen as well.
I didn't sign up for this, is what I'd be telling my sergeant.
Yeah.
I can
imagine the sighs coming through the radio when they say, yeah, we got 50 hogs running on I-64.
And, it's not like those guys wear tennis shoes. I think they were kind of, I don't know.
Boots,
it's not easy to run around after those.
And he said they're not herd animals. I mean, they kind of are, but like, they're not like a sheep where you
they're not going to follow each other real well. They have a mind of their own. But this isn't the first time this has happened.
Yeah, apparently 20 pigs 5 years ago. So
yeah, in Mankato.
Well, hold on. Then this last paragraph says, last year on a Pennsylvania highway, 100 monkeys collided with a dump truck.
Where do you get 100 monkeys?
Well, it looks like they were going to a research lab.
Yeah.
Do you think the monkeys were driving?
I wonder.
The drivers were not harmed. That's good to hear.
100 monkeys collide with a dump truck. That's another tough one.
I think. What do you think's worse to corral, monkeys or pigs?
I would have to think pigs.
I think 40 pigs over 100 monkeys.
Yeah, indeed. Okay, well, let's take another break, Nick, and then we'll come back and we'll find something else to talk about.
Well, we got the birthday game.
Oh, hippie.
Since 1905, Kelowna Cooperative Technology Company has helped our community stay connected with the latest advancements in clear, dependable telecommunications services. KCTC provides rural Iowans with access to high-speed fiber internet, as well as phone, television, computer repair, and cybersecurity solutions. We're also proud supporters of local organizations and area schools within the community. KCTC, keeping Kelowna connected.
At the Capper Auto Group, we put our customers' needs first and understand that everyone is as different as the vehicle they select. We offer new Ford, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Jeep, Chrysler, Dodge, and Ram vehicles in a friendly environment that puts you in the driver's seat. When it comes to service, we maintain factory-trained technicians and competitive pricing. The Capper Auto Group still believes that service after the sale provides the best customer experience. Come see the Capper experience for yourself.
You know, it's not a question of what all you have and so on with your life. It's who is in your life and how much you care for them and how much they care for you. And Tammy definitely cares.
I met Tammy about 20 years ago when her daughter was in Special Olympics and I was coaching. Told me that she was into doing senior benefits. We became even closer friends. She cares about everybody, especially the seniors. So call her.
Good morning and welcome back to Washington Live. We are powered by KCTC and super producer Nick Steffens. Nick, it is our favorite time of the day. We're going to do National Day again. I just want to say it again.
Yeah.
It is National Daylight Appreciation Day.
Because the days are getting shorter from here on out.
Because today is the longest day.
Yep.
First day of summer.
I feel like it's been summer for like a month, though. Yeah, I don't know.
It has.
Because I guess there is a difference between meteorological versus astronomical summer. I just go off meteorological. It's based on how it feels.
Yeah, it's hot.
Yeah. But also, a part of me is kind of happy that it's going to get darker now because I'm in bed at 8:30 some days. I'll admit it.
Well, it's still light.
And it's still light out, and it messes with my brain. Sometimes I don't go to bed until like 9:30 some days, but 8:30 I'm like getting ready to wind down, and it's still sunny
Can't
out.
go to bed when it's still light.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of happy. Maybe it's the old man in me.
Oh, you old man. Yeah. Jeez. How do you stand it?
I can't. I do. I go to bed at 9, wake up at almost 5:30 some days.
You're an early riser. I work late.
Yeah, I'm the opposite.
I am. That's what I do. So I prefer to sleep in a little bit. But so happy National Daylight Appreciation Day.
Go outside and appreciate it.
Okay, Nick.
Are you excited for the birthday game?
Let's get this over with. I'm ready to take my lashing.
Well, our first celebrity, we have some pretty well-known celebrities, I think, today. First up is Chris Pratt. Here's him in his newest movie, the new Guardians of the Galaxy, the Marvel movie.
I have not watched any Marvel movies.
Not a single one?
Nothing.
Well, they became popular. I think the first one came out when I was like 8 years old with Iron Man and Robert Downey Jr.
Oh,
and now
yeah.
I'm 23, and they're just still churning them out.
They're
so it's
very
kinda
popular.
Weird. They're very popular, but I've kind of stopped.
You're over it?
I'm kind of over it. It's like this has been going on since I was 9.
Yeah, you're 9. You're not 9 anymore. You're an old man, as you just said.
It was fun when I was in high school, but now I'm over it.
Okay. Well, I'm going to say 38.
I'm going to go 40.
You can just make it so I can't even get a point. You have to go more than 3 years.
Chris Pratt is 44, so neither of us get a point.
Okay, good.
So good for Chris Pratt. Let's see. Next up, we got Lana Del Rey, the that's the royal family. Lana Del Rey. Here we go. The
She a
singer.
famous housewife or something. I don't know.
She's a famous pop singer.
Okay, pop singer.
She just kind of have that.
What's she
50s.
sing?
I guess she was more famous when I was like 14. She's like
See,
she's
you're
not like a
helping me.
happy pop star. She's more of a like a moody, brooding pop star. Oh. Yeah.
Okay. Not helping me a ton, but I'm going to say 36.
I think that's a good guess. I'll go 40 again.
Okay.
Lana Del
Del Rey.
is 38, so we each get a point on that one.
All right.
So we're sitting at 1-1. Next up, we have
I like being tied, Nick.
Prince William. Here's him with
Okay.
Princess. I guess Princess Kate. I don't know.
Yeah.
What's his official? Duke of Cambridge. Is that his official title now? Soon to be
Let's
king.
go with that. But he is next in line. He's number one.
Which we talked off the air. I mean, it kind of sucks to live your whole life knowing that you're just going to be the most famous king in the world,
Well,
and all the eyes are going to be on you.
You just can't mess up.
You can't mess up. You can't really be a kid.
No.
You just, I wouldn't want it. Even if you do get the fancy vacation homes and palace, and
they have a lot of them.
they have a lot of them.
But those kids, him and his brother both were in the military. They kind of were required to do so. So I don't know that they got any special treatment. I think Harry was a pilot, I think, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was and he served, and I think it's one of those things where I think they went under like false names, and it's like
they're gonna know.
They're gonna know.
It says Prince on your plane or something. All right.
I think he was I think William was in the Navy. Yeah, so I don't know if he actually ever did anything. Yeah. Probably makes a bit more sense since he's the next in line. Might want to give him a better treatment.
But very successful. They have a couple kids. So I'm going to say 43.
That's a good guess. It's hard because he's balding.
Yeah, well.
I think all those royals do with the stress of the job. You said 43.
I'm saying 43.
I'm going to go young. I didn't want to say he's still in his late 30s, so I'm going to go 38.
Okay.
Prince. I can't spell Prince. William. Oh, Prince of Wales is his new. He's 41. So what'd you say?
I said 43.
And I said 36? 38.
Did you say 36? You said younger.
I said 36. So hey, you're winning 2-1 right now.
Yeah, well, there's still time.
Going into the final round, which is one of my favorite musicians.
I do like this.
Tyler Childers.
Oh.
Who'd you think it was?
I thought this was going to be our bonus round.
No, since the bonus round requires a bit more research, and so I don't want to be frantically typing it. But it's Tyler Childers, the folk artist, country singer.
I am anything but a country fan. I can tell you that.
Well, he does a lot more kind of old school, think more Hank Williams-esque type of.
That'd be cool.
Kind of older country music.
That'd be cool.
Or folk Americana.
You go first.
He's one of my favorite artists, but I genuinely don't know how old he is. I know he's married. I don't know if he has any kids. I'm going to go 35.
I'm thinking. I'm going to say 39. Let's see.
Childers is 32.
Ooh.
So I said 35? So we tied.
I think we tied.
We tied 2-2.
That's not a loss.
I think we can both walk away happy from that.
I'm going to take that. I always get a glimmer of hope, and then it's taken away at the end. Well, Nick, I've enjoyed our morning.
Yep. Glad you're back. It's good to see you back in the host chair.
Good to be back. And I always enjoy this. So let's see. I'm off Friday, but I'll be back next Friday.
Yep. Friday show will be Clay Eaton from Eaton Good Kettle Corn.
And you've had that, haven't you?
I have not.
Oh my gosh!
And I need to.
It's good.
I'm a big kettle corn guy.
Well, I hope he brings samples in for you because
I'll send a text to make sure he does.
You enjoy that Friday. Thank you all for joining. Until next time.